Hi there, and happy Father's Day. It happens to be Sunday Father's Day when I'm putting this up. Um, Glad to have you back in my channel for today's video. Today's going to be a cooking video, and I'm sorry I haven't been on a regular basis. Still processing the loss of my husband, and some days are more difficult than others. But anyway, we're going to move forward a little at a time, and we'll get back to ground level at some point in time. But the other reasoning is, of course, as mentioned in the last video, my kitchen is being redone. And my kitchen is being redone by a crew, but the crew is working on their own time after completing their obligations through their company. So I think, in other words, it's not something that is scheduled regularly. It's when they get a chance. So we're down now to the point where the painting has been completed. And yesterday, the day before Father's Day, they laid the floor. And it's beautiful, nice wood floor. It's so nice not to have a carpet in the kitchen because I'm a messy cook and it was very difficult to keep clean. And then the appliances will be coming the first day of July, July 1st. And so that will then pretty much complete it. I'll show you a little bit of a video at the end of this one of what has been completed and what still needs to be completed. But anyway, today's video is a side dish, and it's an eggplant tomato pie. Now, I don't know, some people don't like eggplant and don't attempt to like eggplant, and that's fine. And if you don't, but the pie is excellent. I did one last year, and if I can find it, I'll put a card up here or in the description for a tomato zucchini pie, which is delicious and one of my son's and his wife's favorite side dishes because they have a nice garden and they have an abundance of zucchini and tomatoes in the summertime. But anyway, I'm going to take you out to the kitchen and we're going to put together an eggplant tomato pie. So hang in there and I'll be right back. You can see over here I have got the garlic on paper towel. I mean, not the garlic, the eggplant on paper towel. And if I pick them up, you can see, I did this about 15 minutes ago, sliced them and salted them. And you can see this paper towel is saturated. So that is meant to bring out a lot of the water. Eggplant is full of water. So what I'm going to do right now is rinse these off and then dry them off, and we'll be back to get the next part done. Alright, in this bowl I have 3 large eggs. Put you down a little more, okay. Half a cup of milk. We're going to add half a teaspoon of dried oregano. 2 cloves of garlic. I'm using the minced garlic in the jar. I don't have any fresh. So 2 cloves, 1 teaspoon is about a clove. And let me just check here. Da-da-da-da. Eggs, garlic, oregano, salt, and pepper. Okay, we'll do some salt and pepper. Now you can use milk or you can use cream. I haven't got any cream, so I'm using milk. I'm also going to be using about a cup of mozzarella and about half a cup of Parmesan, give or take. All right. First, now I'm going to get my crust. I left it over this side. And I like those prepared crusts that you get in the frozen department. They're a deep dish. So let me just put it, see if I can change this around here, get a better, okay. I'm going to start by getting a layer of eggplant. About half of the eggplant, there's a little bit more. Now about half the tomato. Now it calls for 3 tomatoes. I've only got 2 cut up. I have another one here I can cut. Now I'm going to chop a little bit of basil here. It says a half a cup of chopped fresh basil, and I just picked this. It smells so good. Well, actually, I'm going to use my kitchen shears because that knife is not that good for the basil. Don't let any chefs see this. They'd be telling me I'm bruising the basil instead of slicing it. Okay, now we'll put about half the cheese, the mozzarella. And about half the palm. Now we're going to do half of our milk mixture. And we're going to do it again. And this is going in a preheated 375-degree oven for 35 to 45 minutes. And I just have these 2 pieces left, so I'm going to try to use it all. Probably more than I need to have there. basil, and the milk mixture. Milk and eggs. And the eggs is what's going to create, I've created a custard. I'm just pouring this slowly so that it stays inside the pan. And I'm going to put this on the cookie sheet so that if it should boil over, it doesn't go down in my oven. All right, there you go. Now I'm going to put this in the oven, 35 to 45 minutes at 375, and we'll be back when we take it out. See you then. Here it is, right out of the oven. But like any other dish that includes a custard, which the milk and eggs were a custard, it has to sit before you can cut it, because the custard has to congeal. If you've made omelets, you understand that. It would just be all liquidy if I tried to cut it right now. So we're going to let it sit for a little while, and I'll be back when I can cut a little piece and we'll give you a taste test. See you in a few. Okay, here we go. I cut a piece. Very nice. Very nice. Mild. You can taste the tomatoes and the eggplant. The eggplant still has a little bit of a bite to it, which is good. I like it. It's not mushy. I have another bite, just to make sure the first one was not a fluke. I'm going to use this for dinner tonight as a side dish. My vegetable to go along with a chicken thigh, baked potato. Very good. Let me just show you down here. It's still a little bit of water on the bottom. The inside is cooked fine, but I think it's more melted cheese than anything else. Nice piece of eggplant here. And if you don't like eggplant, go back and do the one with the zucchini. Quite similar. Very nice. Okay. So there we are. If you can see behind me, you can see the green wall. The painting has been completed. And that's an accent wall. You can see that below the chair rail, it is beige. And over here is beige. And right there, by the end of those cabinets, is where the new refrigerator is going. So next week they're supposed to come and take the rug up and put a new floor down. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it. And like I said, if you don't like eggplant, make the same thing with zucchini. And I will see you again. I think the next time we'll do a nice salad, so you can use it for your summer picnics. Until then, everybody have a great afternoon, evening, morning, night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you again shortly. Everybody play nice now. Love you. Bye-bye. Well, here's a brief update on the kitchen so far. You can see the floor that it was put in. Isn't it pretty? And the next time they come, they're going to be doing the baseboards. You can see they're not done. The refrigerator is moved over here, and this is where the new one is going to go, although the new one is a counter depth, so it won't be sticking out quite so far. And all of the appliances when they get here are going to be stainless steel. But what's interesting is over here, this is where the refrigerator used to be. And that's going to become, I guess you could say it's a coffee bar, but not just a coffee bar, more of a beverage station. Because I'll put my vodka or whatever in the cabinet down below. There's going to be a cabinet, a base cabinet in here. The base cabinet is going to be painted the same green as the wall behind me. The rest of it will be the cream. And there's going to be a chandelier hanging in there. I'm excited about this. I think the backing is going to be almost like a shiplap. And of course, just to see the rest of it, the sink was already put in. And over here we'll have the new dishwasher, stove, microwave. So there you go. Love my floor. Be back with another update. See ya.